This is a pool by Oak Wells Aquatics. We're at a finished project now, but as we work with contractors, as we work with projects, as we work with builders, one of the biggest things is the timeline and overlapping work between the home build, the house build, and the pool build. One thing we don't want to do is impede another contractor from getting something in progress. We initially want to be transparent with each other's schedules. This is what your schedule is. This is what your forecasted closing date, which we all know it changes by quarter. Fourth quarter being, you know, always the shotgun. But if we're transparent up front, that way we can change our schedules accordingly and adapt our schedules accordingly. And you have access to our CRM, so you can click on it for daily logs. Every Friday you get an update of where the job is at, what's been done, what the schedule is looking forward. And as we know, during construction things change. So you'll see the changes. You know, obviously we have superintendents on site, which you can get the changes daily, but every week you get a recap of what's happening. And budgets are also, timelines are a big thing. So budgets are also another big thing, is you have a budget, you know, you bought a property or you're with a developer and you have to build this entire project for a certain amount of money. And the pool can only be this much of that. So knowing that budget in the beginning, it helps us design that pool according to that budget. We're not saying, oh God, we got another $20,000 on the table that we can make. It's we have another $20,000 on the table that we can create more stuff in the pool. Unless you want to keep that $20,000. Say, I only want to spend $80 on the pool, and these are the items I wanted. Okay, now we know that information. We can be within your budget and within your project scope as to what you're looking for, what effect you're looking for, footprint, sizes, complements to the project that you're building. But the biggest thing is progress, timelines, and budgets. We've never missed a closing. I've never missed a closing. And that's the last thing we want to do. You have a list of 400 items that you're going to check off. We don't want to be the one that you're continually calling. We want to be the ones telling you where you're at, so your checkbox is already checked for us, instead of trying to find out what we're doing, where we're at, what the project is at, and when it's going to be done. We want to stay in front of that with you. And we do that either in the daily logs if you want to see live action, but at minimum once a week. And typically it's on Fridays. We close out our week. So you can go into the weekends knowing what's happening with your job, not chasing. We don't want to chase. I hate chasing. Everybody hates chasing. So that's the one thing we don't want. There's so many things going on in your projects. We want to be the easiest ones to work with. Things happen, but it's always communication. This is what's happened. This is what the solution is, and we work together. We're very easy to work with. I'm easy to work with. My guys are easy to work with. My girls are easy to work with. So that's the biggest thing. Less stress in our lives, because our entire life is almost work. So make it as enjoyable as possible. That's our goal, but it's adapting to you guys. So as long as we communicate and we're transparent with each other, it makes everything that much easier during the process. When we're building products that we design, we want to be able to do awesome stuff like this, but we also want to do the what we call the lunchbox guys, the blue collar worker. That this is a paradise. But also when you have young families starting out, we can just do something where you're going to keep the family around. And that's a lot of times when you guys are building homes. It doesn't have to be this extraordinary, this elaborate. But in every pool that we do, it doesn't just look good. It doesn't have just good bones. It's the additional layers that we put in there. So when you walk away from this, I know this is a lifetime product. This is not something that's going to be 30 years and then you're going to have to regrout the spa. 30 years, you're going to have to redo the interior finish. We're using layers of stuff like densifiers, acrylic fortifiers, bonding agents. So it just lasts as long as you want it to, until you want to maybe upgrade, because maybe in 50 years neon colors will be the new thing instead of soft colors that we have now. But so we can do as much as you want or as basic as you want, and it's just to serve everybody across the board, because you know we make a living doing this, but it's also who you're building for, the family, the retirees, the bachelor or the bachelorettes. You're making an atmosphere to enjoy life. That's what we're doing. We've been doing this. I've been doing this for a long time, and we learn as we go. We learn better steps, better processes, better ways to build, better cost-effective ways to do it without cutting a corner. It's how can I make it better for the same price? A lot of the underlying things that I mentioned, the additional products, the additional things that we put into our materials, really doesn't add cost to the job. It adds very minimal cost compared to the entire job cost, but it makes a huge effect for the longevity of the job. So if you're not, I always say, if you're not growing, you're dying. And so if you're not getting better, you're just sitting in the same place.